Welcome to Beta Bloc. My name is Naim, and today for our vlog number 3, we'll be talking about handholds. So holds are really what connects us to the wall. So today I'll show you some tips on how to hold holds in effective ways and in ways that are less injury prone. So let's set the ground by introducing first some terminology. The positiveness of holds refers to the concavity of holds. So the deeper holds are, the more positive they are, and the less concave they are, the least positive they are. Alright, well let's start with jugs. Jugs are the most positive holds. They're deep, they allow your fingers to wrap around. They don't require any fancy technique. Often beginners will try to put their wrists or their forearms inside of jugs, but actually the most effective way of using them is to simply hold them like you hold a handle and pull on them. Alright, now let's move on to crimps. So crimps are tiny handholds that only allow your fingertips to interact with the hold. There's different ways of holding crimps. So there's the open hand crimp, there's the half crimp, and there's also the full crimp. Now, the open hand crimp is actually the safest with regards to injuries, while full crimps are the strongest kind of crimps. Now, full crimps are also the most dangerous because they put the most strain on your tendons and pulleys. I personally recommend to use always the openmost configuration when you need to hold on, only flexing the muscle that you need. And if you really need to full crimp because you're close to sending your project, I strongly recommend that you warm up thoroughly. So we've already covered the subject of warming up, and you can view all about it in our vlog number 2. So pockets are another type of holds that's very demanding on the fingers. Basically, they're just a hole which allow between 1 and 3 fingers to fit in. To avoid injuries, you want to keep the unsolicited fingers in a neutral position. This is going to avoid getting hurt. On the left, you see the safest way of holding a pocket, while on the right, you see the most powerful way of holding a pocket. Let's talk about slopers. So slopers are the least positive kind of holds. You rely on friction to hold onto these holds, so you really want to maximize the surface area between your hand and between the hold. You want to keep your hand active while you hold onto slopers, and you want to place your body under the hold. So pinches are holds that allow your fingers to wrap on one side and your thumb to oppose the rest of your fingers. Now, if you don't use your thumb to oppose the rest of your fingers, you're going to be at a serious disadvantage because it's going to feel like you're actually holding a sloper. Finally, while climbing in the gym, you'll often need to use the wall and volumes as though they were handholds. Now, when you're going to be climbing on volumes, you'll want to use the arêtes of those features to use them as though they were slopers or pinches. Now, when you're going to need to pinch volumes, often you're going to want to use a variation where you're going to force with the palm of your hand instead of using the thumb to oppose the rest of your fingers. So you'll notice that not all the holds you're going to encounter in the gym will fit in the exact categories I mentioned. So this, for example, if you encounter it on a face, it might be held as a jug, while if you encounter it in a roof, it might be more effective to hold it as a pinch. Now, you'll notice that some holds also combine various elements of the previous categories. So this pinch, for example, is a positive pinch, so we can say it's a juggy pinch. While this pinch, because it's not as positive, we might call it a sloping pinch. Another tip I can give you is that holds are often directional. There's a proper way that they were meant to be held. Like this crimp, for example, is a left hand because it allows more space for the index finger when you're holding it with the left hand. While if you're holding it with the right hand, the extra space is where the pinky is. Now, root setters will place holds when they make problems in ways that they are intended to be held. So just by looking at the holds on a problem, it might give you a clue on how to climb a specific problem. Beginners will tend to overgrip holds, and they will get tired real fast. You simply need to hold the holds with proper form and squeeze only as hard as you need to. Contract the muscles that are necessary to the movement and let the other muscles relax. Thanks for watching our vlog. If you missed vlog 1 and 2, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like and share our video.